Hello, hello. This is Budgets with Grace, where I give you a glimpse of my life through the lens of my budget. My name's Grace, and I'm coming at you with another budget with me for the third week in October, third paycheck, that is. Let's dive right into funding more things in October. So, as you might be able to tell from my last few videos, I'm really trying to increase my giving. So I decided I want to do a larger gift card for adopt a family. So I'm going to set aside $50 for that and call giving good for this month. Or I guess this paycheck for right now. Let's just say right now. We're going to call immediate obligations good. I also added a category for my annual home and car insurance. It's through the same company and it comes through at the same time of year. That's why these are combined into one sinking fund. I'll probably, when the charge happens, break it out into two different categories, but this is fine for holding the amount that I want to save. So I will finish funding that for the month. Yeah, so my thought here is even though I'm technically budgeting more for home and auto right now, it will allow me to not make those monthly payments and treat it as a sinking fund going forward. Same reason that I started doing annual Amazon Prime, etc. Goals, the big fun one. So future, I funded the minimum amount that I fund every month, and then I also added the amount I had saved for travel. For Roth IRA, I decided to do $500 a week, which is super aggressive. I'm only trying to do that through the end of the year so I can try to max out my Roth and go into 2021 strong and be putting maybe $100 a paycheck away instead of 500. Now, investing, I would like to start with $100 a week. And I'm going to call that good on goals. I'm going to maybe come back to that, but I'd like to move on. Let's see. Food is fully funded. Do not break glass is fine for now. Let's see. That's fully funded. Window shades, that's a good thing to point out. I broke. So the last time I shared this in #goals, the Roth IRA was fully funded for the month with the $1,500 I wanted to put away this month. However, I'll put up some pictures of my new shades, which I totally love, and I'll also put up a picture of the condensation that's happening. And basically that's telling me that my house is staying like 100 times warmer because of the shade. So I broke down and bought the most expensive shade I need for a 94-inch sliding door. So that was a huge cost. That's what this $540 charge is. Oh, I guess I bought a pillow too, but $525 for that huge shade, which is going to make a huge difference going into winter for my electric bill. And also in summer, just everything going forward, I think it's going to help my resale value. As you can tell, I have a lot of justifications for that large purchase. Moving on, cats are good. Bought them a lot of things this month, but that's good. Project spending, I moved some money from Halloween into craft supplies so I could buy the stuff we need for our masks. I now have the supplies, and the act of making them is all that I have left. So wish me luck. Hopefully I can get to that this weekend. That sounds kind of fun. Also, my embroidery fabric that I bought was not what I thought it was when I bought it. I got it on Spoonflower and the preview was pretty small, and the artist put this really tiny text that I couldn't tell it was text. I thought it was just a circle. So I'm going to be gifting that to my friend who's trying to get into quilting, and that'll be great fabric for her to practice on, but it's not my thing for what I wanted it for when I bought it. Also thought it would be fun to start budgeting for Prime Day because that came around this year and I didn't have anything budgeted for it, but I definitely wanted to get in on some of those deals. So I added that category. Like I said, been moving money out of Halloween. Looks like I'm running pretty on target for that. All right, what is this? I think this is an old category that I accidentally unhid. So rolling over to November. I think if they have another Mutual Care Masks drop, then I would buy another one. Mutual Care Masks is a local business that supports local makers, local artists by using local artist prints to make masks that are really high quality. I just got one and it's so comfortable that I definitely want to do it again. And they have a couple options when you check out, and one of them is to purchase 2 masks essentially, one for you and one to donate. So I put $10 here to donate and $10 on my clothing budget to buy the actual mask. Like I said, $50 goes to adopt a family. And hopping down, these are all half funded with my half of, I split all of these with Forrest, so next week probably I'll get his November payment. This is all looking good. The true expense that I added looks like the only one that isn't funded so far. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Somebody asked me how to get these bars across each goal you have, and the way you do that is using a Google Chrome browser extension called YNAB Toolkit. Highly recommend it. I'll pop a link for Nick True's video on his favorite features in the toolkit. That's not a video I'm planning to make right now, but maybe someday. And tabs. I paid for my vehicle tabs yesterday, so that means that I get to start putting away money for it again right now. And I also get to put away less money for it now because I have a whole year to budget as opposed to maybe 6 months when I thought to add this to my budget. So that's what I love about true expenses or sinking funds or whatever you want to call them. They regulate your budget so much, so you have such a better idea of like how much you need month to month to be super stable. Great, and I'm gonna add that 500 here, I guess. No, I guess not. I'd rather save the goals for my paychecks coming up. Here's some stuff I can fund. Oh, last month was 5 weeks, or 5 Saturdays, I should say, so I don't need to refund those. Those are good. What else? I straight up decided that I don't care about my week budget and I'm just going to spend what I want to spend and figured that out later. I also noticed that I am spending way more on house stuff than my goal target. So I'm going to try Let's bump that up to 60 and see how that goes. Yes. How do I have that funded for last month? Yeah, see, 85. Wonder why. Only spent 36. I don't know why I have 50 just sitting in there. I feel like I might be forgetting something. Or maybe I was moving things between home repairs and house stuff, so I think I'll just put this into home repair, which I was thinking of perhaps moving home repair into my emergency fund category, but I want to give myself like license to pull from home repair when I want to, but not so sure. Let me know what you think. Would you put home repair into do not break glass and try not to touch it unless you really have to, or would you keep it under true expenses? Okay. I think I want to try to paint my wall in November, so I'm going to put away that money. I feel like I might need only $50, but there's always paint supplies that you forget about needing. All right. Project spending, we should be good. Events. Halloween, you get moved down to the very bottom. And I'm going to create a goal by next Halloween. Oh, I really like the need for spending goal, but I don't love that the toolkit hasn't figured out how to add the bars for that yet. So I prefer to do a target savings balance. And let's see how much I would have to put away monthly to have $250 put away. Maybe I could like host a big Halloween party or something, because I didn't get to celebrate it the way I like to this year, or I won't be able to. Only 21 bucks. That sounds good to me. I do wonder if that little bit of money I have from last month is screwing it up, but I'll deal with that later. Great. Feeling good on November. I have almost $3,000 budgeted in November. So I know what I'm gonna do with this money, and it's not gonna be a savings goal, and it's not gonna be an emergency fund goal. It's gonna be a spending goal, because I talk so much about how much I like those shades, and I've ordered the most expensive one. I've ordered 2 additional ones, and I have exactly 1 window left. Basically, I have a really small condo. I have 1 big room where I have the slider and these 2 windows, and I have my bedroom where I have 1 window. And that's the last window I need to cover. And by putting this aside here, I get to buy that this week, which means going into, hopefully I'll get all of them up by mid-November. So only time will tell. It is hard to justify my small like savings on electric with these huge purchases, but it's also an aesthetic thing, and it brings me a lot of joy just looking at them. I mean, they look so sexy. Great, that is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Seriously, I can't believe that right now, as of this moment, I have 44 subscribers, and that is so awesome to me that there's so many people out there that like YNAB and want to hear about how I use it, and seriously so grateful for you guys. So if you haven't already, you can like and comment and subscribe and all the things, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!